got some other crystal pieces here. These are both rotolated quartz. My apologies. I don't know the exact name for this sphere, but I do know that it is basically just fossilized algae. That is also amethyst, and that is a giant rose quartz heart. So I'm going to be lighting this candle right here, as well as this matcha scented incense. I peed my hands, I'm sorry. Alright, and I'm just gonna set that right here. And I'm gonna take this incense. Alright. I'm just gonna put that right here. I'm gonna scooch you up just a bit. There we go. So I'm gonna take these off here. And I'm going to be doing 2 different spreads. So the first spread that we are doing is a 9-card spread about the next couple of months that for like the rest of 2020. So I'm going to be shuffling the cards while thinking of Hala and what they're going to accomplish, basically like what 2020's been like, and send them good and positive vibes for the rest of 2020. If you hear me blowing, it's because the incense is like going right in my face. Alright, I think I'm about ready to pick some cards. So I'm going. It's a 9-card spread. It's kind of a big one. I might have to spread out some stuff here to fit it and frame. Alright. Alright, we're keeping Hala in mind. This card right here is really calling to me. So this is our first card. I'm going to take these back. I'll try to keep them in frame. So the first card is going to go right here. I don't know if this card... Oh, it is in frame. That's funny. This one right here is going to be our second card. So first and second. Alright. I'm actually going to reshuffle because nothing's really calling out to me. Sometimes you gotta do that. The cards aren't rearranged like they're supposed to be. Sorry for the squeaking. That's probably not a good sound. Alright, this card just jumped out, so this is gonna be our third card right here. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to not squeak on you. Some people shuffle them quickly. So this card's peeking out. So this would be the 4. And whatever card's gonna jump out at them, that's the cards that are meant to be. I just kind of shuffle however. And if a card really sticks out in my mind, like this card right here, sticking out in the back. Okay, so now I've got 4 more cards to pick. I'm gonna lay them out again. You're not gonna be able to see it. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to play around with the setup, and it's a little difficult sometimes. This one right here. So here's the 6th card. I'm putting it right out of frame. I'll still let you put the tips. Well, maybe if I can back it up you can see where I have everything. I'm also gonna put this. This card here and here. So that is the spread. Sorry guys, it's gonna be definitely a slower video, but I just wanna really make sure I'm doing what I can correctly, you know? So I'm gonna flip over each and every card and then we'll read through. So, ooh, first card is death. Now, that could be a scary card, but it doesn't always necessarily mean bad things. That is the Four of Pentacles for the second one. For the third card is the Knight of Swords reversed. The fourth card, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the Eight of Pentacles. The fifth card is the Five of Pentacles. Wow. The sixth card here, I'm just gonna show you, is the Star. The seventh card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Swords reversed. The eighth card is the Moon. I don't think it was. Was it reversed? I don't think it was. Actually, I'm gonna stop the video and double check it was reversed. I'm so sorry. I don't want to get it wrong. So it's the Moon reversed. And this is the Devil. For the ninth card. Again, some of these cards can look really scary, but their definition and the meaning behind them doesn't always mean so. Okay, I'm gonna scoot us up here to see the first two cards and I'll move us back periodically. So, let me... Alrighty, so the first card, the meaning is what the self currently, so this is what Hala is maybe going through, how they feel, maybe how like somebody close to them feels, you know, however that they can apply this to themselves. So I'm gonna read this right here for death right there. So it says end mortality, destruction, corruption. And if you really don't think that this right here applies to you, you can also look at the reversed, which is inertia, sleep, lethargy, petrification, and somnambulism. So that can mean a multitude of things, really. It could mean that Allah has recently done something that has come to an end, regardless if that's of someone dying. It could just be like it could be, you know, the most innocent of things, like they played a video game and it ended and they got through the end or something like that. It's just however they can apply it to their lives. So something recently ended, or maybe they're going through a type of corruption or type of destruction, or maybe that they are thinking about their own mortality at the moment. Who knows? I hope that it's not that, obviously. But let's continue to the second card, which is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Oops, I bumped it. Alright, so Four of Pentacles. I'll let you guys read it with me. A crowned figure having a pentacle over his crown clasps another with his hands and arms. Two pentacles are under his feet. Now this is not reversed. So it says the surety of possessions, cleaving to that which one has gifts, legacy, and inheritance. So the second card for meaning wise in this current spread is the personal theme for the rest of the year. So Hala's personal theme could be the surety of possessions. So that could mean like maybe being less or more materialistic also be very giving towards them. And legacy. So maybe they might do something before the year ends that really puts like their name out there, you know what I mean? Like really makes a legacy. Again, it can really be, it really just has to be put in context of their life and current events that they are going through. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna move on to the next row of cards. So the next card, which is the third, is the Knight of Swords reversed. So this card in this spread is what Hala will accomplish within the next, within the remainder of the year. So we can also really talk about this card and with this one to really kind of give meaning, because again, this talked about legacy, gifts, inheritance, things like that. So if it has any correlation, you know. So here's Knight of Swords. In full course as of scattering his enemies. So again, it is reversed. So we're gonna look at that specific definition, which is imprudence, incapacity, and extravagance. So when I think of extravagance, I kind of think of legacy. So maybe you're gonna, like, Hala, you're gonna do something freaking extravagant, you know what I mean? Imprudence and capacity, I feel like those are kind of negative words in a way. I'm trying to think of how that would. So incapacity. So maybe there's something that's gonna happen that you are about to, you know, have this great moment of extravagant legacy or gift giving or inheritance, and something goes wrong, or there's just like a little something that you have to go through before you get there, if that makes sense. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Again, you gotta really apply it and think about it. I also encourage you to look at the cards themselves, the pictures, to see if there's anything that could also apply to your life. I think that's something also really cool about tarot cards. So go ahead and move on to the next card, which is the fourth card here, which is the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. So we're gonna go backwards here. Now, this fourth card here is what Hala should avoid in the coming, in the remainder of the year. I want to say coming year, but it's the remainder of the year. So this is not reversed. An artist in stone at work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill, and craft in business. Okay, interesting. So maybe if you have a bad job, that's the thing that you need to avoid. Maybe you need to get out of like a bad habit of like a really bad job that doesn't pay well, or maybe someone in your family has a bad job, or maybe someone's gonna offer you a job and or commission you, and it might sound good, but it might not be the way to go. If you don't think that applies to you, let's go ahead and look at the reversed. Voided, ambition, vanity, cupidity, exhaustion, unsurety. So I'm not sure. These cards, I feel like they're intertwined, but again, when you're not face to face with someone and you're doing a reading, it's hard to like really connect all those dots. Although I feel like these cards are making sense. Hala, you'll have to DM me on Instagram and let me know if that makes sense for you. If not, maybe we can do another, and I can get some more information about you, and so I can kind of connect it better. But yeah, so maybe avoid a type of employment. Maybe you're currently employed and it's not going great. Maybe you gotta make some hard decisions about it. Who knows? So the fifth card is the 5 of Pentacles, which is right here. this is reversed. Now the fifth card in this spread is what Hala you should do, what you should embrace for the remainder of the year. So this is reversed. So you should embrace disorder, chaos, ruin, discord, and privilege. Just sorry about that. So maybe I feel again like these cards are tricking me out here. I feel like some craziness is about to happen in your life, and instead of worrying and freaking out, embrace it. You know, I think good can come out of bad. I think death is maybe saying that there's a low point that we're already at, and these cards are leading up into what you can do to kind of get to the point where it's getting better, then it's going to get bad again. And these cards down here might give us some intake on what's going to happen next. I'm not too sure, but that's just what I'm getting out of the cards. I don't wish badness on anybody. So I don't know, we'll see where the last row takes us at the spread. Oops, I took a card with me. So the sixth card right here is what obstacles you will face. Alrighty, which is the star, and it is reversed. Where is it? Here we are. So the obstacles that you may face, because it's reversed, is arrogance, impotence, and haughtiness. So again, I think that can coincide with the chaos and maybe employment type thing. It's like something that you may have a really big obstacle when going through these things. And so maybe just be prepared to deal with some pretty arrogant, rude people who just don't know what they're doing, even if they say that they do. Yeah, I mean, just kind of have a really positive outlook is like my thing, because I feel like that's something that you're definitely gonna need to do if you feel like you're a negative type person. But from talking to you, I feel like you're a very positive, sweet human being. So I don't know too much. So the seventh card, I think, is the Eight of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, the Eight of Swords. This is also reversed. It's crazy how many reverse cards you got. So I'm gonna flip to it. But this card means it's where you should look to find support in some trying times, which. So, Eight of Swords, and it's reverse. So, disquiet, difficulty, opposition, accident, treachery, the unforeseen, and fatally. So, what I'm getting out of this, I'm sorry, you probably couldn't read that very well. What I'm seeing out of this one is that maybe you're gonna make friends with somebody that you really didn't think you ever would be friends with, and somebody you may not like, or someone that has maybe not treated you well, but they're gonna really support you through what's about to happen or what you may go through. That's just what I'm seeing out of the card. So if that makes sense to you, then perfect. If not, then maybe we can look at the other, which is bad news, violent, chagrin, crisis, censor, power, and trammels, conflict. So I feel like they both have very similar type things. So you're probably gonna look for support in maybe a place that you haven't before. So the eighth card right here, which is the moon reversed, is what action you need to take for the next coming months. So we're gonna flip maybe the actions that you need to take is not be silent and not be afraid of making mistakes. Really find some stability, and because I would feel like you wouldn't want to, be like this. I feel like you need to take control of your life and really find a good, healthy stability. Not being able to speak up, and I know that's a hard thing to do, but you got that, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't be afraid to voice your opinion. I think that's what this card is trying to say. And now to our last and final card of the spread is the Devil, which could be kind of a scary looking card. And this is advice and encouragement from the universe. So we'll see what the Devil has to say. Ravage, violence, force, vengeance, extraordinary efforts, fatality, that which is persistence, but not for this reason, evil. So I think again, like, the advice is to really come through with like force, maybe not come off violent, but put in so much effort, because here's that special word again, extraordinary, which we saw in a couple different cards. I think that this is a really interesting spread, and I hope that this helps you. It doesn't give you anxiety, because I know some of these cards can sound scary, but it honestly could be relating to a very small situation. Really come at it with force and effort, and I think you've got it. You know what I mean? Alrighty, so I'm gonna just do this for now. Hala, I'm also gonna be doing a reading for you about love life. I'm not sure if you are in a relationship currently, but we'll just do kind of like I think a basic soulmate reading, if that's okay. Maybe like a twin flame reading. I haven't decided, but I'll come back and do that because I'm gonna let my cards recharge. Alrighty, I didn't let them charge for crazy long because I didn't think that they needed it. I just actually took a slight nap, and I just kind of felt like energized and ready to do this. So this is a little quick twin flame spread for you, Hala. So it's basically gonna explain like your soulmate's energy, and your energy, their blockages, your blockages, what your guys' connection's gonna be, message from the universe, and then the outcome of the relationship. Because I don't think that all twin flames end up like in like a marriage type relationship, if that makes sense. So yeah. Oop. Dear Lord, it's just noisy today, huh? So, I'm gonna just kind of do a little quick shuffling, and I'm gonna try a different kind of shuffle method. Oh, you guys cannot see me shuffle very well, can you? There we go. So, basically, wow, that was terrible. Basically, I'm gonna take like the deck, try to pop it in there like this very quickly. I'm just doing this slowly to show. And if there's any cards that stick out like higher than this, obviously, like really kind of jump out, that's the card that I'm gonna pick. Let's see. Wow. Guys, I'm slowly practicing doing this with like a deck of cards so I could do it at a video. And it's really, I just pushed it. Okay. That's rough for me, huh? I don't know what I'm doing now, but okay. First card. So this is going to be their energy. And honestly, if you feel like one side like really fits you more than fits you more, then go ahead and switch them automatically. I'm just doing it in this kind of spread style. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I just feel like tarot cards are very what's the word? version is not the right word for it. But, oh my gosh, I really can't think of a good word. Just like, you can tailor them to you, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think a lot of people do think that's like a bad thing. Anyways, so we are thinking about Hala and a life. I shuffle. Okay, and then we got 2 more cards to pick. I'm trying to squeeze them in there, so. Alright, I'm gonna just shuffle them real quick. Oh, I have a card called into me. Oh my gosh, I have it. Okay, so this is gonna go right here. And we got 1 more card. Alright, we'll do that one that fell. It really jumped up here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip everybody over, and then I will kind of go into explaining some stuff. Alright, I'll give you a full view of it in a minute. I might rearrange because I can kind of push some stuff, you know what I mean? Where you can still, like, you know, see it, but. Okay, so this is the whole spread. So we're gonna just kind of start over here. So, Hala, I'm gonna just kind of. So what the spread is saying is that this is your twin flames side right here. Just these 2 cards, and this is you. But if you feel like this describes you more, feel free to flip. Anyways, so let's start. So this is the 4 of Cups right here. So this first card here is their energy. If I'm thinking right here. 4 of Cups. So, and this is reversed. So novelty, omen, new instructions, new relations. So their energy. Novelty, omen, new instructions, new relations. Novelty, omen, new instructions, new relations. To me, that kind of says like new instructions, new relations. Like they are starting over right now. I feel like that's kind of what that's saying. this is not reversed. So it says, dark young man, faithful, a lover, an envoy, a postman. Beside a man, he will bear favorable testimony concerning him. He is a dangerous rival, and followed by the page of cups. He has chief qualities over the suit. So it is not followed by the page of cups. But, and again, well, actually, did I flip them myself? I might have. 1 second, Hala. I am so sorry. I flipped them, so this is Twin Flame. This is you. Yeah. My bad. I should have like really looked closely at the spread. I just kind of I write them down real quickly so I know what I'm doing. And look, that little arrow, their energy. So my bad. I read that a little bit wonky. So that is your guys. Okay, guys. So sorry, I had to take a call and I recorded my phone, so that was fun. So the next two are blockages that you both are dealing with. So Hala, this is you, and this is your twin flame. And it's funny because you guys got the moon and sun and they're reversed, so it's like they're facing each other. That's really interesting. So for you, it's the sun, and it's not reversed, so it's material happiness, fortunate marriage, commitment, contentment. So that kind of goes back on your last spread when it was talking about inheritance, gifts, stuff like that. So maybe right now you're a little bit materialistic, which I don't always think is such a bad thing, but it also means fortunate marriage and contentment. So maybe you're dealing with some happiness issues and stuff like that, which I feel like a lot of people go through, especially nowadays. So that's your blockage, at least at the moment, if that makes sense. So for their blockage, it's the moon. I was just trying to find it again. So this is reversed. So this says instability, inconsistency, silence, lesser degrees of deception and error. So they probably deal with, not having a stable relationship or stable home, stuff like that. Maybe dealing with not being able to voice their opinions. Yeah, that's kind of sad. So the next is temperance, which this card is your guys' connection to one another. So, and it is not reversed. So this means economy, moderation, frugality, management, and accommodation. So that could mean like with money, it could be with work, it could be with like if you guys save money, that can go with like being materialistic type thing. Accommodation, so maybe like you live near one another or you will live near another. That's just like kind of what accommodation to me means. Again, you can take a definition and change it around to take things. So the next card is this one right here. This is King of Pentacles. Now this is your message from the universe on, so it can be like advice, so like what to do and not to do. That's just how you can take it. So let me head on over to Pentacles for you. And this is definitely going to be kind of a long video, but I hope you enjoy it. So this is King, and this is reversed. So it means vice, weakness, ugliness, preservability, corruption, and peril. So I think that this goes into is, again, like talking about your past spread and these two cards, like maybe you guys are going to meet in some way that goes on both of your current blockages that you're facing at the moment. And maybe like again with like corruption, like continuing to see that corruption, like with maybe a job or receiving money for some type of thing. Like I think that can be your advice on maybe to avoid or to kind of not allow into your life, but to kind of see. So this is the Three of Pentacles, and this card is the outcome of your guys' relationship. aristocracy, renown, and glory. I think that can be taken in different contexts and ways, but I think going back again to your past spread of that legacy and inheritance and type thing, I think that this could mean that it's like a good relationship and it goes well, like renown and glory, like good. And if you're religious, you know, that can be like a very good thing for you. So I hope that these made sense and were relaxing to hear and watch. If you have any questions, please feel